For those of you that don't know, I am an atheist, but I also love the Bible because I grew up on the Bible and I was a very serious Christian to the point that I know the Bible. Donald Trump can't name a single Bible verse when asked what his favorite Bible verse is. And for me, I could just pull out the book of Proverbs real quick and say, whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools suffers harm. And is Washington, D.C. full of fools, especially people in Doug Lamborn's corner, like people who are like that obsessed with the Republican Party that they have no morals anymore. And they will justify why they have no morals, why they think that Brett Kavanaugh is a serial rapist and it's okay, because they hang out with fools. And when you hang out with people that all of them think, oh, Brett Kavanaugh's a serial rapist, it's okay, you tend to become a fool, which, by the way, in the same chapter, wealth hastily gotten will dwindle, but those who gather little by little will increase it. And what do we know about Elon Musk trying to push the cryptocurrency boom and trying to get wealth hastily? It's that it's a very short-term plan when you're really trying to inflate your stock. Okay, so if you ask me what my favorite verse is, I would say that it's not my favorite verse, it's my favorite verses. And odd enough, it's Paul who writes this in 2 Philippians, and Paul is one of my least favorite people because he makes Christianity into radical Judaism in some senses. Like, he's the only person that's against homosexuality in the New Testament. He's the only person who is so against fornication and like sex and stuff like that. He's the guy that's telling women that we need to wear hijabs. He's the guy that's saying that women aren't allowed to speak in church. So he's the guy I don't like, but then I do like him, and he has my favorite verse in the entire Bible, even though I don't like him. So he says, "Let the same mind be in you that was in Christ Jesus, who, though he was in the form of God, did not regard equality with God as something to be exploited, but emptied himself, taking the form of a slave, being born in human likeness. And being found in human form, he humbled himself and became obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross." So that's actually verse 5 through verse 8. And what that tells me is that Jesus was the type of person that was willing to sacrifice himself for the group. And he was the type of person that appreciated so much that he walks with the wise, that he was willing to fight for the wise in a way that required him to be obedient to the point that he was tortured. And he made himself into a doulos. It's a slave. And that's what the word in Greek is for slave. And he, that's why I try to model myself after Jesus, even though I'm an atheist. Clearly, Doug Lamborn and the Republican Party, I keep hearing them, the way they talk is so far from Jesus. It's like they call liberals libtards, and they call them pussies and sissies. And we're not liberal sissies, and I agree that some of these liberals are big sissies. I mean, if there's anything that exists, is the liberals trying to justify this 40-something-year-old weightlifter who was born a man that is competing against women and going, this is fabulous. This is a good thing. They think it's a good thing. It's like, dude, you're ruining the gay cause. You're ruining gay people who don't want to be looked at as pieces of shit, as libtards. And that's the thing. You're ruining gay people who don't want society to view them as a threat. Because what happens when my girl's a boxer and she has to go fight a guy? I mean, seriously. At some point, we do need to be reasonable. But all I'm saying is, the Republicans are so mean to these liberal people that disagree with them, but then they're the ones that are mean because of Jesus. Jesus is the reason I'm mean. Because Jesus is the reason I believe what I believe. Because really, why do they believe what they believe? It's because of Jesus. But then Jesus is telling them to give less money to the poor? Well, that's just because the government, we want to give less money to the government. I'll still give money to the poor. that's fine. But all I'm saying is Jesus really, really, really thinks it's stupid. Like, that you should be mean to people that want to give more money to the poor. I mean, I just don't understand, like, how the Republican Party is that way. And, like, the only thing I can see is that these people aren't Christians, they're Republicans. And Doug Lamborn isn't a Christian, he's a Republican. And who does he worship? Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump can win. Because Donald Trump is mean enough to get people to like him. And let's face it, like, I can be pretty. I am mean. Like, you want to talk about a person that you do not want to be mean to you? It is me. I am not a nice person, but still, I am not mean like them. Like, these people are mean in a way that, like, it's like, you're arrogant. You're arrogant. Like, how could you think that you're a smart person when you believed that COVID-19 was a big conspiracy that all the scientists were putting together? Like, are you crazy? Like, while I'm contacting you, how many times have I contacted Doug Lamborn? I don't know. Like, probably like 20 to 50 times. That's my guess. I'm guessing at least 20. And Doug Lamborn really thought that I was trying to help Donald Trump. Wait, no, I was trying to help Joe Biden when I'm a liberal running for president against a liberal. Yeah, I was running for president against Joe Biden because I thought he was a national security threat. Because I think this guy is incompetent. He can't be a leader in this situation. You need an actual leader. But I don't know. Fortunately, I did lose, and someday, well, not fortunately, maybe fortunately, really, because if I was president, I would actually handled situations properly, and I do think that it's probably better if a lot of people die from COVID-19 because the Earth is overpopulated and people, all these non-libtards, all these conservative people, they're such good Christians that they make sure they drive large vehicles. They make sure that the oil's not going to last and that we have to kill people. Fortunately for us, the non-libtards are down to kill people more than anyone. The Jesus lovers, they're always down for violence. So if you want people to go to war on your side, go find the non-libtards. Wow, my hair's pretty bad right now. Anyways, I'm out of here.